Let's see what's going on. Abandoned cop car just had the most. Oh my god, turbo, not the turbo. The problem
Believe
with
it's losses.
the biggest issue with the favorites of Shift 2 is um the command there. It's their friends, and they have a soft spot for their friends.
Hmm.
And more so after what you told me about how they skipped chain of command to complain about you, and Barrick ate that up, is more so adding to the fact that um, nepotism ultimately wins.
Oh, here it is. 130-23 at the abandoned CVPI. Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, look at that. I already got keys.
Does anyone know where Lawson went? Is it possible he had a headache?
That's what I'm thinking. Last transmission was he was getting repairs.
A firm. Duncan, can you check if that's been repaired?
It's missing a hood. I assume no.
Could have been from the collision if someone had a headache. Unsure though.
I can bring it back to Mr. PD, and we can,
A firm.
wait for him to get back.
One six. 162 traffic southbound Poplar and El Rancho with a Packer 1 times.
The roads. Now we come to the issue, right?
Okay.
I told you what I was gonna do is focus on what I could focus on and not change what can't be fixed. And a lot of these, and my BFF is, you know, a problem, but everyone else is a problem for getting mad at them. Is an unfixable fight. It's very clear nepotism and bias. The best thing I can do is try to talk to each individual person that is causing passive aggressive to come and to try to talk to them, but I need to figure out a way to have that conversation where it's not turned around on me and they make it an issue. Uh, same as uh, same as what happened to Ruth, basically. Um, but there are very real consequences to just ignoring it, and I can tell you what those consequences are because it's happening to good old Flop. Good old Flop is experiencing it. Um, the complaints on Flop went to BFF command, and Flop is being looked at for potential demotion.
Vehicle's been recovered. Thank you for the report. Um, Potential demotion specifically for what?
Uh, Not being a mind reader when he clocked on duty and didn't know that there was an active situation, and being targeted essentially for by the same three people for clocking on just at the wrong time. So, command took their complaints seriously, and Flop is going to receive consequences for not being omnipotent.
Ah,
Omnipotent.
that's a word.
He didn't clock on and check all radio channels to see what the actives were, or look back in dispatch, or immediately ask someone, "Hey, I'm not 41 yet, but is anyone telling me what's going on right now, so I can be aware, so I can immediately drop what I'm doing and go out there."
Yeah.
The very real consequences is we can ignore them, but if we wrong them just by being at the wrong place at the wrong time, or uh, ruining their 80 or whatever, then they'll go out of their way to make sure that uh, if we're a senior, then we should be not a senior, and if we're a regular officer, that we should be made PPO.
Yo, where's my apology?
Hey, officer. What's up?
Moving forward, we're not gonna drive on a sidewalk, right?
Yeah.
Not gonna happen again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Duncan, I stand by what I said.
She's going to be made a senior, and she's going to use her ability to punish the police.
Okay, so that I will make it my goal to be around for shift 2 today, to hopefully ensure that doesn't happen, because it's not deserved. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna be real. I'm being a hypocrite, intentionally, might I add. Specifically because regarding the situation, the petty in me wants to never talk a fucking word to Bay. Okay? But at the same time, I'm also sitting here questioning if she even thinks she did anything wrong. And the conversation I had with her at the vault, when she finally brought it up, after she already spoke with Barrick, after there was an already announcement put out, you know that 77, 78 announcement that you had to check that you read? Yeah, that was partially because of me, apparently. Didn't know.
I thought that was because Flop didn't go to the 78s that he was not.
No, it was literally the night that I was on duty for shift 2. There was 4 units in total, 3 of which were at the laundromat, and I was explaining a wide load charge, and I will continue to do so.
Look, I made this joke, and I never aimed at anyone. Just like the culture in general. No matter what you're doing, processing, a bench trial, solid rap,
855 en route to
writing a
repair
report,
shop for repairs 10-7.
Hey, from 1:30 we'll be in the area to ensure nothing
taking a
happens.
break after an 8-hour shift. Doesn't matter what you're doing, Rhodes. If you're not available for my 77, the most important thing on duty right now, you're useless as you go off duty.
I mean, yeah, that's how. That genuinely, my first response when everything clicked into place and I realized that the announcement was because of me, or at least partially, the first thing that like ran through my mind was I'm never gonna be around for shift 2 is if this is how shady people are. Like, just talk to me. I'm not asking for much.
It would be easy. It would be easy if it wasn't a case of like command is complacent, doesn't care, or it's nepotism. But it just is the case.
But how does she fall into that role?
Well, I've known Bay for a long time, and she's able to, I've known her for a long time, and clearly she can skip chain of command. So, I mean,
chat.
put 2 and 2 together.
I've barely been looking at chat truthfully throughout most of this conversation, but I want to be clear. All right. Y'all can have a difference of opinion, okay? However, there's to be no trash talking, people. All right. Further, please do not throw anything in chat that might,
If you go to Little Bighorn just behind
you know,
MRPD,
not be
there's a
known to me
Personally,
already.
there.
We
I
have a
would
meta
like to
channel in
talk to her.
Discord if you'd like to
There's
I
join.
just need like another
Discuss
person
it
with
there.
me
But again, no trash talking,
that can hear
regardless.
what I'm
And we'll
saying
be
and
10-7 repairs.
so she can't twist my words and go straight directly to Barrack. I'd like to just, all I want to do is have a conversation
37
about the
Jones,
passive
Ruby Code 4.
aggressive 77 request and say, that
Copy.
you had
Mr. Birds,
3
I'll be
people with you
heading to
already.
the repair shop on Little Bighorn, sir.
From 1:30 and out.
I say that you had 377s available for you. You had the maximum capacity needed for scenes, and the stuff that we were involved in, that we were 10-7 for, was an investigation, a multi-day investigation.
I was
for a hot
investigating
level charge.
too. I was investigating a wide load.
Yeah, what I'm saying is basically the culture she wants to be around is the one that you have to drop whatever you're doing for whatever it is, no matter what. I just want to have that conversation, but I just want someone with me.
I would love to be there with you, but I can already anticipate the type of person Bay is, given how shady I believe her to be, and you know how I think that conversation is gonna go. She's gonna go there and she's gonna be like, yeah, no, I agree, and then the first opportunity, she's gonna go to her actual superior and complain that out of shift seniors are
Shift
communicating.
shift 1 and shift 3 they came at me.
They spoke to me. They spoke to me and said I was the problem.
Little does she know that, and maybe this is a problem for me thinking like this. I've been heavily considering doing more hours roads. I've been heavily considering doing my silly little 6-hour shift in shift 1, taking a 4-hour break, and then doing an entire shift for 4 to 6 hour shift for shift 2, because I don't care about shifts.
Oop. One moment.
I'm the shift whisperer.
Hello.
Hello.
Question.
What's up?
So I just found like a bag of weed outside of Little Soul Apartments. Don't know where it came from. Is it
835
just
10
good to
with a
just,
grain
like,
pillar 2 doors
document
porch
it, like,
coming
for
from a 37
usual,
Charlie
like,
Cole, westbound Carsonway,
with
right
the
north,
strain and like is it the
Yeah,
same?
that's exactly what I would do. Regarding DNA, personally, I know you haven't brought this up, but I know it's probably going to be a topic of your conversation. For me personally, DNA on a otherwise lacking context bag of weed means nothing. So for me, I would just document, indicate where it was found. I know we sort of have like heat maps regarding certain types of strains being sold in certain locations. Document. I personally, again, I would not document DNA related stuff because I don't feel with a bag of weed with no additional context that it's of any value. Someone's gonna claim, oh, it was illegal, I dropped it, didn't you know, and then it's useless regardless. That's my stance. Now, Duncan, you can disagree with me if you'd like, but that's where I stand regarding stuff like that. If it were in the area of like suspect you were chasing, for example, that's one thing. You try to tie it all in together, but yeah, I would just document and leave it at that.
No worries, sir. I just needed to ask.
Yeah, no
'cause
problem.
I don't know if it's different.
No, you are good. You're good. The reason I'm here, by the way, is to ensure. I mean, obviously, we deal with the community who has attacked officers here before. In addition, an officer was held up here the other day, so I just want to make sure that everyone's good.
I really appreciate that, sir.
No problem.
Left,
It gives
southbound
me
Little
some
Bighorn,
reassurance.
right southbound Royal
Because I
Oak.
hate going to repair shops by myself if I'm a bit
You're
early,
good.
sir.
You're good.
Southbound Lowenstein, right
Yep,
westbound.
thank you
McDonald's.
so much.
130 will be en
I
route
think,
shortly.
She's about to be
Affirm,
done.
left
But
southbound
yeah,
back alleyways
thank
off
you so much.
McDonald's.
No problem. You're good. You're good.
Exiting out in Carson, right westbound. Right.
Where was
northbound
I?
Grove.
Huh?
Right.
Where was I?
Eastbound through the alleyway.
Um,
Right southbound towards Carson once again.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about shifts. I was shift 2 for like
Left northbound Royal Lowenstein.
3
No
months,
drivers on the
so
freeway.
I'm not a stranger to shift 2
Northbound
culture.
Lowenstein, left
I think people
westbound
say that because they're
McDonald's.
like, "Oh, you're not around my
Right
time. You don't know what
northbound
you don't know what
right
it's like."
parking lot behind
No,
the
I know what
courthouse.
it's like,
Be exiting
and I
towards
know
Davis.
everyone in the shift.
Continuing westbound.
You want to know what really fucked with me?
What's up?
The
Stairs,
announcement.
exiting out into
Look at it.
Davis. Left southbound Davis.
Respond to 77/78 calls or go
Right
off
westbound
duty.
McDonald's.
It's not more complicated than that. There will be no more warnings. Get out of MRPD. You need to have meetings. Get in a car and get out there and at least have a presence.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. 130 en route.
Left southbound Carson.
The reason that bothered me was because I was out of shift helping because units were low,
Approaching Strawberry.
and the fix is, hey, just don't show up anymore.
Northbound Davis.
Have
Yeah,
presence, but not
it's funny you
the
say that.
presence I want.
They
Okay.
say that people have been having,
Capital,
and I know this because I've
right
been doing
eastbound
it.
Capital.
People have been going off duty to have meetings that they were going to have
Overlook
already.
Poplar.
Yeah.
Braking, left northbound
I
Poplar.
went off duty with Flop to talk to him.
22, trying to break my ankle.
I went off duty with Kit to
Capital.
talk to her.
130
we were
secondary.
gonna do it
Hitting
anyway.
eastbound Capitol.
We were going to do it anyway, regardless of if we're on or off duty.
Right southbound
Right.
Rancho.
It wasn't going to magically make more units appear for your
Yeah.
77.
Left, merging northwest to Santia Road, correction northeast. You're not wrong. Does this have speed on you? This car?
You might in the straight if you want to overtake on the left.
Affirm.
335 secondary northbound Stancho. Pushing towards the exit for El Burro and Palomino Freeway. Continue northbound Stancho.
It's currently doing 125. What are you at? 130?
I can hit 145. Continue northbound
Affirm.
Stancho. Continuing northbound Stancho. Approaching Palomino Freeway. Taking the middle exit, going to be merging southbound Palomino Freeway. Continuing southbound Palomino, correct lanes of travel.
I can say, though, I did
Continuing southbound Palomino,
point out the way that
exit
announcement's
for
written
Olympic
to Barrack, and he said,
Del Perro.
if
Deal
there
with
is
it.
a 78, no,
Oh.
surprisingly not
Taking
the
the
same
exit, continuing
answer that
westbound
we've been
Olympic
talking
Freeway.
about this entire night. If there is a 78, you should
Copy.
be
Appreciate
going to it.
Continuing westbound Olympic. Approaching
Yeah,
the
that's
exit,
valid.
Take the exit for Poplar. The exit in Poplar Street.
But, hear me out. Utilizing
Yeah.
this logic, if somebody only came on duty for the sole
Approaching exit
purpose
for
of
Poplar, stand by direction.
filling out a report,
Left southbound Poplar.
they're gonna get
West Mesa PD.
bitched
over
at,
Capitol,
essentially.
Southbound Poplar.
If you're gonna fill out a report, don't even bother coming on duty, and don't even bother, coming into town. Just do it at home.
Motherfucker, if you think I'm gonna write a report and not get paid, you sadly mistaken.
Eastbound Innocence. Left northbound public health collision fields.
Well, here's the thing, right? And Slack said something in the works.
Approaching the
for
exit
this.
for Olympic, not taking it.
Right
Continue
now,
northbound Elysian Fields
the
towards Del
biggest
Perro.
issue is that people aren't
Approaching
utilizing
westbound Del Perro.
dispatch. If you look at it right now, I see you and me, we're in a car. Maisie is on a
Continuing
bike.
westbound Del Perro, approaching the exit
Bean
towards
is in a
Elgin,
car.
taking the exit.
Ramona's getting her repair, and Silver is
Left southbound
somewhere.
Hospital
You
bus.
and me
Southbound Elgin.
and Bean are on this pursuit.
Right, westbound San Andreas.
There are no 77s available, unless Maisie like
Overpower.
gets like a
Continuing
turbo
westbound
with that
San
bike.
Andreas, travel.
Also
There are no
true.
77s available. Now, what
Past
people
David Globe,
do.
continuing westbound San Andreas.
Everyone's 42. What people do is they look at
For
Mr.
Ginger's
PD
freaking
and
heavy.
they see,
Oh
oh my God,
Left
Ramona
southbound Ginger.
and Graves
oh,
are in
you're still-
MRPD.
Right,
they're
westbound.
Not doing anything. Even
Right,
though
northbound Decker.
she just 301 and said she went 42, they don't read that either. They don't read 301.
Right, eastbound San Andreas.
They don't look at dispatch. They just look at the blips. They go, blip not
Ginger
here,
continuing eastbound San
therefore
Andreas on the
useless.
sidewalk. 835 requesting PBS. This guy's driving very recklessly on the sidewalks and opposing lanes travel.
Clear for PBS 1 safe.
Confirm merging upper San Andreas eastbound.
Sucks that we can't make a separate card.
Taking a jump down onto San Andreas.
Yeah, Slack said.
Almeida,
stuff's
he's
in the
spinning
works.
out, plus 1050 on Strawberry. Right southbound Strawberry.
But ideally,
Left eastbound Adelaide Street.
and eventually should live in a world
62 secondary. Eastbound
where
Avenue.
before
Left
someone starts
northbound,
making a
Center
call,
Street. Left westbound
they will know
San Andreas.
you have no units available. You do not have anyone. No one is coming to help
Cross
you.
and power westbound San Andreas. Left
And
southbound lower
the best
power.
part is,
Full comms.
130 secondary. Still southbound alt or power. Approaching
Yeah,
Adams
phone
Apple.
call.
Right westbound Adams Apple Boulevard. All the way west towards Calais. Right northbound Calais. Continuing northbound Calais, left westbound San Andreas Ave, opposing lanes. Left southbound Palomino. You're like an inch off that pit. Left eastbound Vespucci. Nice attempt.
Kissing him.
So continuing eastbound Vespucci, left northbound Alta. You can continue.
I'm trying to cook in my head what to say.
You're good. So northbound Alta, not taking the jump right eastbound Integrity Way.
Ideally, in
Taking
an
the slip
ideal
up to
world,
Elgin.
someone should know that they don't have any units available, and
Left
forcing
northbound
people
Elgin.
to go
Taking
10-8
left westbound
is
occupation.
only going to make them go 10-42.
Yeah,
So if you didn't have them
100%.
already, you're definitely not going to have them for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think people think.
Continuing westbound through the Crossway Tunnel, hard braking, left southbound San Vitus Boulevard. For context, merging, oh gosh, not the fucking benches, westbound Dorset Drive, opposing lanes.
You know, I actually brought up an idea
Right,
to Eric,
northbound.
but he told me it's impossible.
Possible for what?
Pushing northbound Rocker Drive.
Um,
Left westbound opposing lanes.
In
Boulevard,
our
Del Perro, I
dispatch
believe,
cards,
stand by.
we can
22
rename them,
Rocker
right?
Drive.
Like, you know, you marked as a
Copy, left
Taurus.
southbound Portola. Left eastbound.
You could put 10-7
Cursor
and
way.
then
Approaching
like a
Rockford Plaza.
little box that says not
Left
41,
northbound
not,
San Vitus.
not
PCB.
considered on duty, paperwork only, do not disturb. Something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Left
he is
westbound
right when he says that's
Avenue, right
impossible because,
northbound
again, no one utilizes the
Eastbourne
dispatch.
Way. Approaching Spanish. Right
They
eastbound
look at the
Spanish
blips,
Avenue.
and that's how they count people.
You're not wrong.
Left northbound.
For something
San Vitus.
as okay, here's the issue.
Right
Our
eastbound
dispatch
Brooks
system
Boulevard.
needs to be more UI friendly
1050.
to
full comms,
accommodate
primary.
continuing eastbound Eclipse Boulevard, merging Vinewood Boulevard, approaching the vault. For something as easy as a 10-6-7-8 change, left northbound Alta, right eastbound Clinton. That needs to be 1, maybe 2 clicks away. Right now we have to open dispatch, open unit, like there's way too much. Continuing eastbound Clinton, approaching
that is
Elgin.
true.
Left northbound Elgin. So continuing northbound, merging Sonora Road, speeds 120. So continuing northbound Sonora Road.
Whoa.
There is a vehicle heading southbound with green headlights. Be careful. Still, we'll send a northbound Sonora Road. Speeds 130. Correction, speeds 150. Hard braking. Drop down to 110. Still northbound Sonora Road. I haven't to our units.
They can't keep up. They're not as good, you know?
Still continuing
are him
northbound,
right now,
merging
Rose.
northeast
You're him.
Joshua Road, approaching Stab City. Merging eastbound Joshua Road, will be approaching Sandy Shores in about 10 seconds. Speeds 150, continuing eastbound Joshua. Braking left eastbound Algonquin. Currently in Sandy. Hard braking left northbound Panorama Drive. Right eastbound Gola Springs. Right southbound Neeland Ave. Right westbound Algonquin. Oh, jeez. 50, merging southbound Armadillo.
162 secondary. Pushing eastbound Zancudo, left northbound Millen, doing circles through Sandy Shores.
Careful, just saw.
Pushing westbound Algonquin.
That's what I saw.
Merging back on Joshua Road, stand by. Crossing over Joshua, going towards Sandy Airfield. 22, back on Joshua, pushing eastbound. Right southbound Panorama Drive, adjacent to the airfield. Pulling into the Sandy Airfield westbound. We got a pit at the airfield. On the airstrip, pushing westbound, doing a little U-turn. Eastbound towards Panorama. We're gonna trying to go for a box. Back mobile. Pushing southbound Panorama. Passing Yellow Jack.
Spikes on the off-ramp for North Pluto.
Hey, firm, I'll try to get them to cut south. Disregard.
The exit now. Continuing, pushing southbound towards the purple dyno.
Wee woo.
Still pushing southbound Sonora Way, approaching the power station. Speed's about $150.
Hey, firm, this vehicle seems to be topping out at low 150s.
Passing the power station now. Pushing southbound Palomino Freeway, taking the entrance ramp now. Great pit. Vehicles doing a U-turn. Another U-turn.
Remember, this is his high ping.
And another U-turn. Pushing southbound Palomino. Vehicles starting to do some reverse pitting action. Going in opposing lanes, southbound Palomino. Passing the gas station.
They are, I believe, smoking. I heard something bog down. I actually don't see smoke, but I heard it bog.
Copy. Still pushing southbound Palomino Freeway. Incorrect lanes of travel.
Actually, Rhodes,
What's up?
there's nothing wrong with dispatch. It's an attitude thing.
Merging correct lanes of travel.
Starting to realize
Southbound
that.
Palomino.
It's people need to remember that the world doesn't revolve around them, and that there's other things happening in the city, and between officers with investigations that, and also,
Could be
you realize
approaching the
some people
Legion
have done
exit
8,
shortly.
9, 10-hour shifts,
Right at
and
the
they need
exit.
time to take a step back and decompress.
And sticking
Agreed.
left. 22 right, northbound Elysian
The unfortunate thing is I do not believe that
merging westbound Del Perro Freeway, approaching the Elgin exit. Taking the exit towards Los Santos Freeway.
if I'll say this because this actually happened to you, if you
Left
do take
westbound,
a break, take a
Public
step
Avenue.
back after a long shift, and
That's a pink cage.
Bay complains about you directly to the chief, you're at fault. You're the bad guy.
Approaching Los Lagunas, down Holic Avenue. I believe
Hard
he just
50.
got. Oh wow.
They're ejected and down.
Alright.
All right, they're on that corner. I'm gonna see if that other vehicle's in the area. Make sure
Copy.
they're okay. Was it a gray vehicle?
cuffs.
If so, it U-turned. It's heading south.
Hey, firm. It's back on scene.
Hey, are you okay? Hey, leave the area.
Sir, can you hear me?
Hey, no, leave the area now. You try anything dumb, we're gonna.
No. Sorry.
Yeah, leave the area. It's your one and only warning. All right, tailgater northbound Las Lagunas was Aros, Aromeos, Zaharias, Cruz. Penumbra, leave now! Number is 1060.
Copy. I'm gonna hold baton just in case anyone makes a break for it. Bean's got lethal.
Penumbra, leave the area now!
What if I don't want to leave, Rhodes?
I'm telling you to leave.
What if I don't?
It's your one and only
you gonna
warning.
chase me
Leave
as
now.
well?
All right, Penumbra is still located to our west. I've got no visual on the tailgater. Do one of y'all just break glass?
Hey, from I walked over a car.
A firm. Number's still there.
We sure did yap for a long time, Rhodes.
Yep. How's your battery?
Back to the car, coming back on the
I feel like
Alright, I'm
sit down.
I feel like I got scammed. I feel like you
They're
took
coming
my
back.
battery because you were dooming.
Yeah, they're just gonna continuously rinse and repeat and try to get me out of here.
You're dooming, and you're trying to detract me from being able to just accept it is what it is and just focus on what I can focus on. I feel like you did that on purpose.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, do you have food?
No.
Ooh. Anyone have food with them by chance?
835, I'll come over to you.
Or something minor.
I got some chips. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, I don't want all of them.
No, come on. You deserve it. You deserve it. It was a long chase.
No, here, take these back.
All right.
Here you go.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
EMS from PD.
EMS send it.
We get a 52 request. Hallwick and Los Lagunas, right north of the Rockford Plaza. We're gonna have 195 ejected from a vehicle, currently conscious and breathing.
Understood. I'm the only one on duty at the moment. I've already got 2 patients, so I'll be a moment.
No problem.
130 is going to code 6 to the south. Be advised, there is rooftop access to the Rockford Plaza, which is the large, carseway tunnel, essentially, that large structure. So I'm just going to clearly check the area where there's ladders that lead up, make sure those vehicles have been abandoned here.
Copy.
Nothing on the upper section. I'm going to clear San Vitas with the staircase that leads up. I'll make my way back. What's up?
How the fuck did you make mine worse?
Huh?
Because like before we started talking, I was in a I'm not happy, but I'm accepting that it is what it is, and I'm in acceptance, and now I'm just like dooming again.
Well, I don't know. I don't have that answer for you.
I'm probably also just really tired too.
When was the last time you slept?
I woke up
95 has been treated.
21 hours ago.
10-9?
Got the 95 treated. I'm gonna be on standby for EMS.
Copy.
EMS, I know you're quite busy. Would you prefer if we were to transport the individual to the hospital?
What are the injuries they sustained?
Standby. Sterling?
Stand by. I'm gonna see if he's having any pains in his neck. Okay, he just passed out. Yeah, we're gonna need EMS.
Already at 76 now.
Copy that. No rush. I know you're busy. Thank you very much.
All good. Have a spare seat.
Just a heads up. Obviously, both PD and EMS are short-staffed at the moment. So if a lot of calls come in and you would like us to assist, just let us know.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problemo.
Do we have a 77 available to assist me in the retrieval of the stolen PD bicycle?
Negative. All units are currently attached to Las Lagunas and Haywick. There's a 95 here who's injured, and there were 2 circling vehicles in the area, so we're unable to leave. As soon as this concludes, we can.
It's up on Chiliad.
Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe after I sleep, I'll be back in that. I accept it. It is what it is. Mood.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. There's something to be said about a shitty situation where you know it's not ideal, but people have just accepted it. Like, for me, it makes it even worse.
I think my acceptance is different from their acceptance. Their acceptance is complacency.
A speeding
Mine
vehicle
is
from the east side, blue and colored 2-door sports vehicle. They just got north on San Vitas. It's 1060.
their
Seems
acceptance
so,
is
baby.
complacency because they have the ability to change it. My acceptance is, it's out of my control, and if I continue to try and force a change on something that is unchangeable, it's only just going to stress me out.
That's valid.
EMS is going to get them loaded up moment, and we're going to take them to CMC.
A firm. Is there any reason we would have to babysit the penumbra, or are we just putting in an impound request and hoping a tow truck arrives?
I could request just there.
A firm.
I think it should be fine just to leave on scene.
But hey, look.
130 is going to break ahead to the hospital and check to see if either of those 2 vehicles are on scene.
But hey,
Continue.
Bay will
Appreciate
become a senior at some point. Maybe even a sergeant, and she'll make sure that people are, you know, not
EMS is
10-7
getting
or
395
dare
now.
work on anything that isn't. That's where.
You know there is a malicious compliance route to this, right?
162 mounted on standby for EMS transport.
Every
I
time
don't
you
want I
have,
don't want a malicious compliance.
every time you have a 38, which I have many of, calling for
95 is
77s.
They won't go to those.
Oh,
In
you're
fact-
saying they won't go to 77 requests?
162,
They won't
76
go to 38.
CMC.
All right, look. I was about to actually segue
Good,
into the quota
776
system.
CMC, 2 times 47, 1 times 95.
The quota system, by design, is good.
Give me just a second, sorry. Gotta take a look at my phone.
Okay.
Hey, chat, listen, I need y'all to realize that we are role-playing characters, okay? And if you are unable to separate character from person, and you are bordering the line of, like, how should I word this? If you are bordering the line of, like, parasocial, just like, I don't want to say relationships, just like general behavior, I guess. This is not the place for you, bud. Okay? If you are so pressed about something happening in a
27,
game
23
where
CMC.
fake characters are doing fake things,
162, same traffic.
all right? I need y'all to understand that you being upset, listen, if you are that fragile, that's on you, bud. Okay? That's on you. But at the end of the day, none of us care when we are just playing a
EMS,
game and
would you like
role-playing
me
a
to assist with
character,
the other
okay?
47?
And the reality is, and a lot of people don't realize this until it's pointed out
bad.
to them, if there are not characters that are stirring, causing problems, or anything to that extent, what is there to look forward to in any story-driven environment? Whether that be a TV show, a movie, anything. Do you think a movie...
You ready for this one?
Just a moment. Do you think a movie that had no fucking development, no stirring, no drama, you think that's actually enjoyable? Because the answer is no.
Sorry.
Careful.
I'm about to bleed out. I'm sorry.
Are you
like my
continue?
best yaps when I'm about to cook, I get like a pause button on. Anyway, the quota system, by design, is good. It's an incentive to get officers to get bonuses, to work hard, to get extra money, to earn an extra paycheck. The problem with it is,
southbound Prosperity.
not anything that Max does.
130 is currently
does.
watching over vehicles for officers at the hospital. Once this concludes, I can assist.
Copy that. I'll do sporadic.
Not anything that
comms
Max
then.
does with
We
the
are
core
used on
system,
the freeway.
it's ends up being the officers who see a leaderboard and they're like, all right, who is useless on this leaderboard? Who's not doing,
Northbound
who's
Palomino.
not contributing? Because that ends up leading to the same issue I had, where I had to defend officers because you only had 9 reports this month. I think people getting on each other about, like, okay, there's people who do not many hours, and maybe in those not many hours, they get stuck with one Salim situation, and the processing for that takes fucking 10 years.
Yeah, not wrong.
But you know who it does reward?
Everyone else
All right.
not.
All right, I'm doing this 80. All right, we got them. We're pitting them. I got 4 units. I got extra parallel units. I got 77 interference vehicles. I'm getting everyone on this. We're gonna slam them into a wall. All right, I got them arrested. All right, who wants to process this 95? Okay, great. All right, I'm not gonna write my statement. I'm just gonna go start another 80, and then do the same thing.
Who's guilty of that? Do I just search Bay?
No, we're not gonna dogpile on Bay.
Why not?
Because
at least we're not skipping the chain of command this time.
That's one Suarez.
Okay, to be fair, McNulty's in the same boat. Then again, when I see him on duty, okay, this may have been max XP time, but you know, he may have been cooked, and if people are cooked, I have no problems jumping in and taking a lot of the legwork away.
I have one of Bay's arrests, and she doesn't have a statement in there, and she actually searched the person. And I had to go up to her outside of at Academy and say, hey, can you put your statement there? She's like, oh, I took the possession photos, and then she put the possession photos in there, didn't put the statement.
Oh.
So, I'm thinking maybe I want to be careful with you know, actually checking people's reports, but
why are you being careful?
BCB on that Vigero last seen Spanish.
Shit stains. They'll point out your shit stains.
6 near Harmony.
It's fine, great, don't have them.
Bastard. Patrick, we good.
Ooh.
That was Patrick.
Anyway, but all that's happened is it's rewarding quantity of arrests over quality of arrests.
Yeah, 100%.
And then officers are using, you know, the leaderboard and how many, you know, they do the audits themselves. Like I said, I had to defend an officer. I had to defend a sergeant who had the same amount of, who had 9 arrest reports in 30 days. Like arrest reports, not just investigative, not, that wasn't even calculated. The situations where VCB, UTL, there's no need to make a report. None of that's calculated, just arrest reports. And said,
is this also someone who has additional responsibility more than just the average officer?
Yes. And I said to the person making the complaint, I said, okay, pull my numbers up, roast me, smoke me right now. I had the
Damn,
same
now I need
number
to
as
see
them.
my numbers. What the fuck?
I said smoke me right now. I had the same number as them, but it's different because I do work. It's the convenience. The goalpost changing. I said it. I was like, smoke me right now. I want you to go to my reports and smoke me for the lack of work I'm doing. And he couldn't do it.
Couldn't or didn't want to?
Didn't want to. But his ops, his opposition, yeah, I will smoke them. But anyway, my point is that the PD, the members of the PD have ruined the quota system themselves by making it into a competitive sport.
But I unintentionally ended up in the middle of the top 10 during shift 3 in 1 academy.
Yeah, and then that's the thing, right? Is also when he was also smoking said sergeant for the incident reports, he said half of these are traffic reports. What the fuck is wrong with a traffic report?
I hope a motherfucker brings that look at my reports. Look at them. Look at them. I can't wait for someone to bring that up to me.
They won't.
Now I need to know who this
Disobeying
is.
times 29.
Oh yeah, that warrant got approved. I need to arrest that guy. Yeah, I gave him more than 29 orders.
Improper window tint. Money laundering. Joyriding weed. First degree speeding. Club situation. Second degree speeding. Rhodes, you do a lot of work. I guess depends on who you ask, I guess.
Well, if someone were to take issue, for me personally, I would have no problem bringing that up. But these people concerned, 130-10-8, is that 80 still happening?
Negative, but I've just seen like 3 cars stop at the Fliga Bank in Harmony, feet away. 2 of them are 1060. I just wasn't able to catch up.
Can you drop me at Alpha M or PD? It's time for me to go to bed. But please get your last thought out.
I can't wait for the day that somebody brings up traffic stops not being worked. Because if it were up to me, I would do traffic stops all day, every day. You know what? I will show up for shift 2, and I will be requesting 77s for my 38s.
Do take note about people who don't respond to your 38s.
Will do. Will do.
Because traffic is not important as...
Graves, are you available and still need to retrieve your bicycle?
Orders.
I'm up on Mount Chiliad.
Oh.
I just want to let you know.
All right. Duncan.
Good talk, Rhodes.
Duncan, I hope you sucked enough social battery juice from me.
You sucked emotional energy from me, but I'm gonna read a text
emotional
that I sent.
Energy?
Yeah, I'm gonna read a text that I sent 8 hours ago just to put you on track of where I was 8 hours ago and also put myself on track. I think I've hit a point of acceptance and being okay with things being it is what it is. You're a good teacher. Wherever you go, never stop teaching.
That was how many hours ago?
8 hours ago.
Okay. For what it's worth, I think telling her that is valid. I don't necessarily mean like I don't know, man. I don't know.
Look, man, if you ever find yourself, straying off, just check out that report. If if it expires, you can ask me for another copy. But we control what we can control, and the things we can't. Some things are unchangeable, Rhodes. The first part is accepting that.
It's hard to believe that, Duncan.
And it's not going to be perfect, and it's okay for it to not be perfect.
It's not okay. They really need to fucking move the keep clear to the centered position, please.
It's okay for it to not be perfect. And like I said, it's okay to have a phone it in day or a shit day or whatever. And it's okay for everything to hop on a boat with LeVar Burton and never come back, because roads, eventually it all will.
I appreciate you, Duncan. Please grow your mustache back.
No.
We're testing to see if he will. 130, 10-8. Actually, 76, Mirror Park. Refuel. And Cassidy, status check.
Ocean King.
Hey, firm. Are you still up north?
Negative. They were. I saw like I said, like 4 1060 vehicles speed past me on Route 68, leaving the bank. But I don't want to just sit up at the bank waiting since there's no more calls.
Hey, firm. Not only that, your backup's going to be a distance away. For context, I believe we have 2 units assigned to processing. I believe Duncan's going 42. Graves is recovering her bicycle. And I believe 800 just gone on duty, so may not be ready to respond to calls yet. I am 10-8, though.
Copy that. I am 23 at the 47s on Gentry.
Can't pay us to go to Strawberry gas station after what we deal with.
It might be old, though. I'm not sure when they came through.
What's going on, officer?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
How you doing? Wait, is this closed?
No, it's pumping fine. I think they just want us to go to the Strawberry gas station. But listen, you can't pay me any amount of money to go to that shithole.
Oh yeah.
To deal with Salim, the community who's gonna stab us? No, thank you.
Hey,
Pass.
but listen. I mean, listen. Okay, I get it. Okay, they stab us, but listen, Salim is funny as fuck. Okay, you can't lie about that.
Salim's not funny at all when all he does is jump on my car, jump in my car, and then question why I'm upset with him.
Okay, I mean, I guess when you put it that way, it does seem a bit annoying. Hey, yo, yeah. You gotta pull it.
No, I was putting it away. I was putting it away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, listen, you stay safe.
You too, bro. Good seeing you, man.
Actually, 130, 76 Mission Row. I have evidence to get destroyed, I guess.
The bicycle has been retrieved.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I hope everybody realizes
EMS, send it.
that I don't give a fuck how any of this plays
We
out.
might need a mountain rescue.
Understood. Whereabouts?
Up on Chiliad. I'm gonna see what I can do to maybe assist. We gotta. Oh no. Be on the southern
Alrighty.
side of Chiliad.
How many individuals need assistance?
Just the one. They're in. Well, they're talking. They're conscious. But now I am also in a bit of a predicament.
Understood.
Hello?
2776
Hello, Rhodes.
Chiliad.
This is Chaz.
How's it going?
I have a. It's going all right. I have a question for you, so I feel like you would know this.
I may
Is
have an answer.
park-
What's up?
Is parking on the yellow curb, is that illegal?
I don't technically think it's illegal.
My car was impounded and it was on a yellow curb.
Wait,
woke
where
up
was
with no
the yellow
car.
curb?
At the old Tier 3 apartments on Upper Power Street.
Okay, follow-up question. Was any portion of the tire touching the curb?
No.
Okay, then it doesn't seem that that would be legal.
Okay.
So specifically, unauthorized parking indicates a red curb. So that or any portion of the tire touching the curb. I mean, there's a whole definition. If you'd like, I'll read the whole thing to you. Hold on.
No, it's fine. So it was impounded illegally. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I can't say that definitively. What I can say is that the charge states parks in an area that's unsafe or on government property, parking on a sidewalk to include any portion of the tire touching the curb, parking in the wrong direction of traffic, parking on a red line, parking in front of a fire hydrant, parking vehicle across multiple parking spaces, vehicle subject to tow, government vehicles are exempt. Though it does state further, a vehicle may be driven onto a curb or sidewalk for the purpose of immediately parking that vehicle within a garage and parking at a metered spot that has expired or not been paid for. So if it doesn't qualify for any of those, then it doesn't seem to have been legal.
All right. Is there anything I could do to this guy or what?
Probably.
Legally?
Yeah. I don't see why not. I mean, obviously, you're going to have to come out of pocket for the unimpound and then sue them in small claims court. Which you should absolutely do. Who did it?
His name is Peter Pog.
Yeah, do it. Sue him.
11398.
Absolutely. Sue him.
All right.
Get your money.
All right. Thank you, Rhodes.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah, no, there was things happening. All right, you hang up.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. 130.76 to Chiliad. Graves, what's your status?
On a mountain. I'm in a bit of a spot with a downed individual.
A firm. 130 will be en route. The Taurus is all-wheel drive, though I can't make any promises.
I feel like a mountain goat. I'm carrying him in my arms like a baby.
Go 27 is also 76 and bringing the emergency brawler.
That's awesome.
If anyone
Quite near
asks,
the
it's
park.
definitely for off-road.
We're quite near the path. It's a long way down and a long way up.
Are you on the eastern side towards Grapeseed or west towards Great Ocean?
Kind of quite near Polito, I guess, like the... I don't know how
Down
to
towards the PD?
Yes, down towards the PD. That's
A-firm.
directly to my west. I've got the lumberyard.
A firm. I should have a way directly up. See how that goes.
Well, see, I'm almost directly off the path on top of Chiliad.
27 scaling now.
Hmm. Ooh, 130 is scaling. gonna be a massive skip.